Gold Invest. Explore opportunity.
Gold Invest directly from the biggest mining show in the world, the PDAC 2025 in Toronto. And we're starting the second day of the show off with interviewing Abitibi Metals. The ticker is AMQ, I think, on the CSE. And we're here with Jonathan Deluce and CEO of the company to hear more about what's been happening and what's going to happen this year. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Just recently, you published another batch of the 2024 drilling. Can you tell us what was 2024 about? What did you achieve? What overall is like a short summary of the past year?
Yeah, I think 2024 was action-packed. It was the first year of operating at the B26 deposit. So to summarize what was a very action-packed year, as we completed phase one in the first 6 months of the year. We drilled 13,500 meters during that period. And then we drilled another roughly 16,000 in phase two. During that period, we raised $22 million. We fully financed a 7-year obligation.
That's nice to have and nice to hear, because there's a lot of companies out there that didn't manage to get, well, not even half of that. They're lucky.
Exactly. We did it with no warrants, and we still have $10 million. So we manage our capital very well. We were drilling for 250 meter all in. We've maintained a very low G&A to exploration level. But again, I think we always have to look at what we did well and what we didn't do well in 2024 in order to build better for 2025.
Sure.
So I think what we delivered phase one, very timely, great news flow. And phase two has come up not hitting our timelines. And as soon as you don't hit timelines, people think you have bad results. So we're gonna have another batch of results next week. And again, when we were reflecting on things at the end of the year, we said, okay, what have we done differently? Phase one, stock was trading very well. We had very good news flow, and the market was very excited. Phase two, there's a bit of frustrations, and I understand the frustrations of shareholders. But again, we didn't sit there and say, okay, this is what it is. We said, okay, what are we doing wrong and how do we fix it? And really, the appointment of Louis Gariepy last week is a big step in addressing some of these issues, because we wanted to see an exploration team adding on to our core team that's as driven as we are as management, that will have skin in the game, that has done it before. So Louis just left O3 Mining, and he had a successful $200 million takeover by Agnico.
Yes.
He was the exploration manager for IAMGOLD in Peru, made a large VMS discovery, developed that through to a producing mine. So he really has the skill set and what we want for our 2025 plan. We want a clear growth strategy. We want timeliness and delivery of our work programs, and really connecting to what we think was one of our weaknesses in the Q4, is taking a step back and saying, okay, what do we actually have at this deposit? And where's the value as of today? And I was just down at the BMO conference. One of the new things we brought out for the BMO conference, which one of my advisors had pointed out, and they're looking at it, it's at 18.5 million tons. There's already a pipeline to 10-year mine life at 2,000 to 3,000 tons per day. That's a sizable deposit. Yes. We're not getting value for what we believe is there as of today. So taking a step back of, okay, how do we better show the value today? It's around the high-grade core. That's in our new deck, but really that's on the eastern side of the deposit, really good continuity. And that's the key driver of the value case today. Better highlighting that will lead to a more well-supported exploration approach with our end goal at mine and at the deposit.
That 2025 will be heavily influenced by the name is
Louis.
By Louis.
Yes.
We'll stick to the first name that's easier for me.
Yes.
He is coming on. He's taking a look, and then you're discussing where to go from there.
Yeah.
2024, you also increased your MRE.
Exactly.
Sold by, I think, 60%, something like 60% in all the categories.
Yes.
So really was a great result there. What do you want to achieve then? And when you look, well, it's the end of 2020. Oh, let's say we're here next year.
Yes.
What do you want to have to tell me then?
I think we're funded for 17,000 meters of drilling this year. We're funded for geophysics. We're getting into downhole right away. We're completing our VTEM. We're building up the geological model that will help us better understand what exactly we have and what the true expansion potential is. But I think what I want us to say in a year is, like, we see this time now as a huge opportunity in the market missing our valuation on B26. As a result, myself, family office, we've picked up over 2 million shares in the open market, really getting behind our belief in the fact that there's sometimes that the market just doesn't get it right. And we're confident that this is a time that the market isn't pricing us correctly on the back of what has been operational delays, not asset issues. My goal to have a conversation next year is that we were just at the BMO conference. We've met with very influential institutions, and the common theme is your market cap is so low. We're like, today we're 25 million with 10 million in cash. They're like, okay, what's broken here? And the message is we know what has gone wrong. We've made adjustments, and we're confident in our strategy for 2025. But I think the key thing is next year is I think this will be looked at a huge opportunity in a short period of volatility that the market got frustrated and didn't get it right. So I believe that come next year, we were the best performing junior in 2023.
Okay.
We had a consolidation period in the second half of 2024. And I want to challenge to be the best performer this year because we have the asset to do it. Okay. And now we have an upgraded team that's just as driven as I am, aligned with my family office, that we're confident that we're going to deliver. Message for next year is, as I said to the institutions at BMO, if you saw this company at 100 million market cap, would you think twice? No.
Okay.
So it's about, there's going to be more buyers at 40 cents than there are today, but we're going to push through that and clean the market up with long-term focused shareholders just like we are. But again, I want to come back in a year and say, I told you so.
Okay.
I told you so that there was great value here, and we're stuck behind knowing what the value of the asset and pushing through short-term volatility.
Okay. Well, that I certainly wouldn't mind if you were the best performing stock of mining stock of 2025. That was this year. But overall, or longer term, let's say, where do you want to go with this? That's PA, that's pre-feasibility, there's ultimately someday there will be hopefully mining, but will you be around then with your team?
Well, I think the nice thing that we're seeing in Quebec is the M&A picking up. Like with now having a strong leader like Louis, that's come through M&A with Agnico taking out O3 Mining. We've also had a Cisco Mining, a few other examples in the region. So a lot of the big Quebec juniors are being taken out. And I think while at a time the majors are making record cash flows and they have neglected exploration for the last 10 years. So we're in a position to fill a gap in the market where we have, within a junior, we have the only 2% plus, 50 million ton plus deposit in Quebec. You look at Foran Mining in Saskatchewan, they've had a large investment from Agnico Eagle. That is a polymetallic VMS. And there's more examples of gold producers coming into more base metal focused stories with copper gold. So we see the demand in the market. We've had good discussions with majors. So I do believe this is something that there's clear demand in the market. We just need to show a better path to what the end goal is and where the value, potential economics of the deposit is. And I think we're going to get a lot more traction in the market and be able to attract and close on a strategic partner.
Okay. Well, thank you. That would be a very nice outcome. Thank you very much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Perfect.
Thank you.